Yo, episode 215. We made it podcast. Bang.
215.
Whoop, wop, bam. In the building. Caesar got the daggone dish rag with a collar shirt on. I do got an old, the rag I wash my car with is the same as that shirt. I should
What do you mean that? I know you did not just get on this right now. We're literally live for 5 minutes, and you're saying that you have a rag, an old dish rag that looks like my shirt.
Don't repeat it because it's funny. No, it's a car wash rag. It's not a rag, it's a towel. Anyway, we made a podcast episode 215. We are in the building. As you can see off top, this episode is going to be reckless. We are starting off, literally, we're going to do some housekeeping stuff. I need to state my Guendouzi tracker from the Montpellier versus Marseille match. We're going to
watch that.
That's okay. We're going to do the shortest EPL and Bundesliga preview ever. Like literally, it's going to be very, 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 very short. And then we're going to talk some shit more about PSG Messi transfer. I don't know if Caesar's really ready to turn up or not.
I am. It's not our fault that Messi decided to do this during our preview. He knows that we do our yearly preview. Been doing it for 4 years. That's kind of like he should have known what he's doing right now. And that ruined it for EPL. So EPL, you're mad if you don't get a good review out of us or a thorough one. It's Messi's fault. Bundesliga, same goes for you. Sorry, Sean.
You dig? But yeah, episode 215, we made a podcast. Make sure you go, make sure if you're here right now, make sure you drop a sub to We Made It C's on Twitch. And make sure you follow him on Twitch. I think he's back. He took a little hiatus. I think he's back. And also, you can check out Caesar and I on the Can I Kick It podcast, episode 40, the last episode of their second season. We talked about slavery terminology in soccer. Once again, we talked about slavery terminology in soccer. If any of you follow soccer, you saw that Romelu Lukaku transferred to Chelsea. If you saw any news about that, you saw some slavery terminology for sure. So, the innovators that we are, the pioneers that we are in this space, I'm going to keep it a stack. I think we're the first ones to really talk about slavery terminology in any real way, saying that it's bad.
Yeah, I think so too.
Not even trying to be like that, but I think that we are the first ones to do it
for a good reason. We did this because we want to. This is good for the sport, for the culture, and for just humanity in general, and how we can progress as people. Becoming better people in general is not addressing other humans by some kind of monetary value as if they're slaves or something. They're actually real people.
Did you say culture like how you were saying it on Can I Kick It podcast?
No, I said on Can I Kick It, I said culture.
Caesar was dropping the word culture a lot. Caesar, no.
I'm a man of culture, though. I'm a cultured man.
Caesar was doing that real code switching right there. Like, okay.
I don't, I'm going to keep it real. You're going to get me going early. I don't like this term code switching. Stop saying that. Don't say this around me. Someone said this to me the other day, too, like a couple weeks ago. And I was like, what are you doing?
Everybody code switches. Everybody.
Yeah, but I just don't like it. It sounds like you're calling someone fake. I don't like it. It doesn't go.
We all do it. We all get kind of phony in a certain setting.
We do, but you don't need to call it out. It's okay.
You got up on the Can I Kick It podcast and you was code switching.
Now you're making I don't like that. I don't like that because come on, dog. You're getting me fired up before we even talk. I don't want to do this. No, don't bait me, okay?
First of all, Caesar, don't talk about baiting because people are in the chat. Don't talk. Anyway, we made a podcast episode 215. Yeah, make sure you go check us out at Can I Kick a Podcast. Make sure you follow Caesar on Twitch. Make sure you follow us on some platform, whatever you want to do.
Yes. Follow me on Twitch tomorrow. sometime between 12 and 4, we're going to be doing a big Dead by Daylight stream feature, which actually will be today when the episode drops, but tomorrow for Twitch watchers. It'll be Dead by Daylight with the one and only native gamer BB over her Twitch channel. Dana's going to be there. Some dude named Honguista or something. I don't know who he is. He's going to be there.
International Flu Flam on Dead by Daylight.
That's true. There's a lot of international people. So I think one person's in Canada, one person's in Seattle, one person's in England, and I'm in Cali. We're kind of really all over the place. That's kind of cool, actually.
Y'all are from all kinds of different places. Dana is, from over there, out there in North England. Caesar's from Caesar's from Central Brazil.
I'm not from Central Brazil. I'm not from no Curitiba or some crap like that. No, I'm not. I'm not a landlocked Brazilian state. Hell no. I got way too much ocean and a port.
Okay, Caesar's from Central Coastal Brazil.
I'm not from Central Coastal. That's not Central Coastal. I'm from the Northeast. Northeast, not center east. Northeast.
Caesar, I'm gonna say this literally.
You looked at that map and you almost tried to say it and you didn't because you looked twice. You're like, you know what? He is up there. No, don't
I'm
try
gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say Wallahi is Central.
No, you're not.
Wallahi.
You're firing me up and we haven't done this damn show. I'm gonna get angry, dog.
Wallahi is Central Coastal. But anyway, I'm gonna get the measurement of the coastline.
Look at the length of that joint down there. Are you crazy? You think that's in the middle? Are you blind?
Literally middle, but you have to check.
You got the flat earther map. That's not a real one. The real one, that joint be curving. That's the flat earther map. I don't trust your map.
But Caesar over here checking.
That map got Australia damn near same size as Africa. I don't trust that bum ass map.
But anyway, okay. So really quick, Caesar, let's get into the episode because we don't have a whole lot to talk about, but hopefully we'll get canceled again.
Tractor. Let's go.
Look, I'm out here. I'm a real analyst. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to a few different people talk about the Marseille match. It was a very lit match. Marseille came back from 2-0 down to win 3-2. Dimitri Payet had a brace. It was a really dope match. But they were saying, Guendouzi didn't really have that good of a match. Look, that's my guy. He's one of my favorite players. And I'm going to say this because these people are kind of capped, as Caesar knows, although he's not listening.
I am listening.
Don't play with me. First of all, Guendouzi's playing way out of position. Like literally, he's playing like in a forward kind of position to the right. Like literally, like if it was like a 4-2-4, and he's playing up top most of the match, like pretty much all the match. Like that's where he was. He was making runs. He was getting in front of the goal. This dude is a defensive midfielder, or at the most like an 8. He's like a 6 or an 8. This dude was playing up there, up top, like more advanced than Payet mostly. Oh, and also there's a dude, you probably know him, Jerson, the midfielder, the big black midfielder. I like him. I like a big, tall, black midfielder on the low. I like that dude. I'm excited for him.
It's hard to go wrong with I'm not gonna say that same.
Come on, man.
It's hard to go wrong with a big black midfielder. It really is.
If you got feet,
like Bakayoko, then it can get wrong really quickly.
But you know why?
But even in those sprints, I'll say this: even with him, there was a lot of instances. For example, Monaco knows where he was very beneficial to the team. He's a very integral part. Remember Bakayoko in Monaco? Yeah, I'm saying he was. No, I'm saying like even how not good he was still had some good moments. He scored that amazing Champions League goal for them because of his height. It can go down.
But you know what the thing is with Jerson though? The thing that makes him fire is he's Brazilian, dog. So he got
he got the Brazilian swag.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, look at this guy.
No, Brazil used to. Grêmio used to have this big midfielder named.
Is he black?
Yeah, his name was Wallace with one L.
A big black midfielder. We turned up.
They had Grandma used to have a really big African American. No, they had a really big black midfielder named Wallace with one L. This dude was all sleeved up. He went to Hamburg, Germany. That's when murdered his career. Because when I used to watch him play for Graham, I'm like, this guy is really good. He even had a couple call-ups too with Dunga. And then he went to Germany. It was over.
I mean, you know what I mean? It was probably too. Hamburg is a port city, you know what I mean? He was out there in Grêmio, you know what I'm saying, with the Nazis. But what's the name? I like Jerson, but let me get back to Guendouzi. He was playing out of position the entire match. Nobody mentioned that. And also, he didn't have an exciting match. I only put 3 good plays and 1 bad play in the first half, and 4 good plays and 2 bad plays in the second half. It wasn't lit, but I did do a pass tracker also. He had 29 passes total. He had 31 passes total. 29 were complete passes. Only 3 were incomplete passes. One of them was like a cross that like nobody would say it was bad, although like it didn't connect. But I put that as incomplete. 18 of the passes were forward passes. 11 were back passes, and probably 4 of those back passes were like. Probably like 5 were like necessary back passes.
Okay.
Like you had to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he did have a good match, but it wasn't exciting. And like one of the incomplete passes was like a long through ball that ended up going out of bounds. That was a bad play, but he played well enough to be playing so out of position. But I feel like what's his name? They got Sampaoli now. He likes to run like a 3-4-3 kind of thing. If Marseille ran a true 4-2-3-1 with the 4 in the back line, Guendouzi and Jerson as the 2 holding mids, Payet, whoever, and somebody. They got if they had Conrad De La Fuente, Payet, and Under in that 3, and then just have Benedetto up top, that would be a really good way to get.
They got Under?
Yeah, and he was doing his
From
thing.
Roma?
He was doing his thing too. He's playing.
That's actually really crazy. That's a good use of some of that money they got from letting Thauvin go. So the Under's a baller.
Yeah, no, he was playing really well.
He's a baller. That's a really interesting team that got a Marseille over there. That's a you know what that is? That's like a dark horse Ligue 1 team right there. They're a real dark horse. Any given day, especially Benedetto ratchet ass, any given day they can get it cracking. Honestly, if they just had someone like they used to have with like Batshuayi, or if they had like a Dembele in the middle, that would be a big game breaker for them.
You know who they have though? Like Benedetto's like they have they have Benedetto, but they also have Milik too. So like
they have Milik. I forgot about him.
But between them two, like you're fine. You know what I mean?
Milik have like some? Didn't they go crazy about him during Euros?
Yeah, I think he had a couple goals or he had a goal. I can't remember.
He's always a flash guy. Like you'll see one play, you'll be like, oh goddamn.
You get like 3.
Then you wait the whole game for it again. That's the kind that scouts hate that. Like, oh, nice play, and it's like, oh, that's it.
You get 3 good plays and then an ACL injury.
He's definitely one of those like you'd see on like a Euro version of what was that show they do where they do the college football players that we like.
I don't know what the hell you're talking.
You know, we watch. What is it called?
College football.
Where they go like to Kansas and they go to call JC players.
Damn, I was gonna say Hard Knocks. No, I forgot the name.
Me too.
Damn.
I was saying like he's one of those when they're like talking about the players that are good and you're watching, the practice, you're like, damn, that guy's a baller. Then it'd be like he'll do 2 good plays all year and he's out for the whole year. Like, oh, okay. Well, he has no knees left in his body. That's why he's here. It makes sense.
At all. But yeah, the match was good. Marseille looked good.
Yeah.
It's nice to see like 2 wingers and like one's right-footed and one's left-footed. But I think maybe like I don't know. Sampaoli likes to run some weird formations. It would be really dumb to keep having Guendouzi way up there. That's really stupid. That you need a center forward. Having like him and Payet kind of like occupy the middle spaces, and then like have these 2 wide wingers. And then they had I think his name is Camera, and then they had Jerson. But it was a nice match to watch, like a good solid Ligue 1 match. Montpellier also played well, but I'm excited about Jerson. And you know what? Maybe next match I will do a Jerson tracker too. Because it'll be easy to do them both.
I feel like you're kind of hurt. I think your heart is really kind of still affected by the fact that you lost your boy Kongdobi at Atleti. I know that sucks. It's even at the most love you have, it's hard to watch a Atleti match.
Caesar, that was like the realest thing ever you just said, because you know my soccer, like you know it, dog. Like this dude knows like the soccer that I love Guendouzi, so I can't watch you play for Atleti though, dude. I can't do that.
Atleti is where literally, I think Simeone has it out for us that all the players we love, he snaps up and he murders their careers. Let's go through a little bit of list. Axon Jackson, me and Bam, big fans, snatched him up, spit him out. Now he's retired. Our boy Gelson Supermarket Martins snatched him up because he was murdering when he came out. That was when he murked off Real Madrid. It's been kind of a road back. He had a good year with Monaco. He's been doing good. He actually watched some Ligue. Watched Monaco play. Not Ligue. I watched them play the qualifiers against Sparta. He balled out, had a weird goal. I know he didn't mean to score. Doing good, but he had to derail his career a little bit.
He scored. He scored this weekend too. This past
weekend. They took my boy Thomas Lamar. I never watched Thomas Lamar play no more. We made Bam. He's a ride for Thomas Lamar. He's a baller. Now
that's not over. Condobia, Lucas Torreira, and
Lucas Torreira and Condobia they took our two favorite probably CDMs in the whole year.
And the number one, the most African one out of all of them is João Felix.
Yeah, I was a big fan of João Felix coming and watching in Benfica, especially when he had that good Champions League run. He was balling. Went to Atletico. It's like they're like the monsters. They'd be sucking the powers out the players. They probably just give it all to Saul. They probably absorb all his abilities and they give it to Saul, and Saul just go out there and just murders everybody on the field.
Crazy. It's really goddamn annoying, and I don't want to. You know what? Let's not. I know you can't.
So this is already going too long. He's gonna leave. I hope that'd be cool if he goes to like somewhere in France. That'd be cool. So
who?
Maybe after this, the Kongdobi will go to some place for some team in France or somewhere in England, and we'll be able to watch him again.
You know, let me put Kongdobia's name down for when we talk about Messi. Because yes, he can fit in that. If Jerson starts, like if he plays, because I'm gonna record the Marseille match, I'm gonna do a Jerson tracker. I do like him. Caesar can say all he wants about how I talk about Brazil, but Caesar, no, I've given Brazil soccer players the most props. Like I do think that like the bet, like I've gone on record saying that if Memphis Depay was Brazilian, he'd be as good as Neymar. The fact that he's not that good is just simply because he's not Brazilian. But if he was, he'd have that swag.
I mean, you like to say this when it's convenient for you. That's cool. The thing I like the most about Jerson is that Jerson is like, he's a baller and he never really got the love for it. Because I remember he was actually balling at Fluminense before. And then he transferred to Roma. He got no burn at Roma. They know no love. And I'm like, dog. I remember because I used to on FIFA at Roma. He got no love. And he did it for me.
I know you just looked it up on
Wikipedia right now. No, because
show your screen. Show your screen.
I will show.
Show your screen. You're a liar.
Listen, can I explain myself?
Go ahead.
Because there is two Jersons and I don't want to mix up their clubs. There was a Jerson that plays for Tottenham Hotspurs that got loaned out to Galatasaray, the Jerson, and then there's Jerson that played for Roma. I remember him at Roma. I remember that. I promise you I do. I promise you I do.
Okay.
I promise you I do. I promise you I do.
I don't care what you say.
Okay,
I know you
talk anymore.
No, I'm gonna talk.
Oh, let me see this mute button real quick. Hold on.
Stupid. Okay. All right, that's over for Good Tracker. EPL preview. This is going to be very short for me. I don't know what Caesar has to say. EPL preview, I think most teams are coming in strong as they were last season. If they were strong last season, they're coming in just as strong. Chelsea's doing better with Lukaku. If they put Timo Werner on the left wing, Man U, I feel like they haven't really done anything, but I feel like, they got Jadon Sancho and they got Varane. City got Jack Grealish for an astronomical amount of transfer fee. And I do think that City is still the best team in the league to win the league. And probably the big surprise I could see this season is Liverpool not doing as well, just because I feel like that trio up top is getting a little leggy.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a pretty much consistent, especially now that Chelsea officially brought over Lukaku. I think you're going to see some differences and like a little bit of movement up top, but I think it'll be relatively the same three. Liverpool, I see is the biggest chance, of course, of only dropping out, only because I think in the sport you realize there's only so much you can keep up with, especially styles of play. And think about the year that EPL Liverpool really balled out. I haven't seen really Firmino put up those numbers since then. And they're still, I think, relying on him big time. I know he's the false nine. He does a lot of things to win you the game. This is no way a Firmino hate. If anything, I've always defended Firmino because it's sometimes not all about the stats.
Yeah.
But I feel like if everybody else isn't pumping out 30, then it just gets real rough out there. And I kind of feel, I don't know. When I watch Liverpool, sometimes I just get this vibe. They're a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just
what I said. Getting a little leggy.
And I have a bad taste in my mouth from Euros watching Jota play. I got this weird taste in my mouth. I can't explain it. I got to get it out. I got to watch him a few times. But you know what he gave me? I'm going to give a Bam quote. He gave me one trick pony vibes. He gave me one trick pony vibes. And I don't really, I don't.
That's what you say.
I never said that in my life. That's all you, dog. You love calling people one trick ponies. I like a winger with a lot of diversity, like a Rafael Leão, a lot of different moves and skill sets. Like Vinny can even do more than one thing on if he can get it set up and get it cracking. When I watch Jota, he just seems so north-south to me. And those guys just like, I'm like, you can do all that when you're in certain spurts and certain games and certain leagues. But then when it gets down, when it's really real, the north-south don't work because they start locking you down. So yeah, man, when we're talking about Frosty the Snowman got shot. Oh my God.
First of all, yeah, you need to relax, first of all. But second, yeah, Jota is definitely, if he was black, they would have so much worse things to say about him. If they would just be like, oh, he's a, what do they call him? A speed merchant or whatever.
Yeah, they would call him a speed merchant. That's a great point.
But he's not black, so they won't give him that treatment. But he does rely a lot on his speed. He's a good player, and he scored some good goals before he got injured.
I'm not saying he's not bad.
He scored some good goals for Liverpool before he got injured.
You can't count on him to be that dude, though.
Yes, because you can't count on counterattacks, and you can't count on him having a lot of open space like that to play with. Similar to Gonzalo Guedes, like that. You know what I think randomly. I feel like there was probably a good amount of Portuguese players that saw Ronaldo, like his athleticism, and were like, oh, I want to be like that. So they were like, really focused on being fast and have like that sprinting speed.
Good point.
Without realizing like that's not the only thing that makes Ronaldo really good is like that close control and able to really take people off the ball either way. And Guedes doesn't have that at all.
No.
Jota has that more than Guedes, but after the Euros, I do want to see more because I wasn't really impressed in the Euros.
No, and I agree. And I think that that's a great point. I think that there are a few players you can see coming up from that youth system, from the Portuguese youth system that came from Benfica and Sporting and all those clubs that have a lot of players that you could tell they kind of really idolize Ronaldo's game. I've already said on the show multiple times, I think the closest body or counter or the closest player to that to me, I think it's Rafael Leão out of all those guys. Just based upon his one-on-one ability. And when you watch Jota play, it's like I said, north-south. When I see Lyle on the ball, sometimes he likes going real like southwest-ish. And I'm like, oh, you're about to put a move on. You're trying to get that angle. When you're trying to set yourself up to the angle, that shows me you're extra dangerous. When I see guys that can burn down the field north-south, I'm like, that's cool, but whatever, man. Like that's gonna run out eventually. But guys that like to angle their body just to get that turn kick in there, that's the dude you got to watch out for. That body position is really important. So, we'll see how the development goes with some of those young guys. But yeah, EPL and let me say this also. It's not fair to Jota because who is in his position ahead of him? It's one of the best wingers in the world, Sadio Mane. That guy's unreal. Bam at one point said he was better than Messi. Like he's one of the best players in the world.
Still is
phenomenal. You can literally put him on any side of the front of the field and he will do incredible work there. So Jota being next to that, it's hard to watch Jota, I think, for me. Like, just seeing Sadio for so many years be incredible, I look at that dude, I'm like, that's the guy. He reminds me of like, oh, that's just Lucas Vazquez y'all got over there. Okay, go ahead. Like, that's cool, but no, there's other better players. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see how the change goes. What on earth?
Like, obviously, I'm like making a fake prediction. I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like
What do you
City,
think in the top 5? Where do you think Liverpool will finish?
I could see them finishing in the top 4 because they have a lot of like veteran, like, they can pull it out late, but I still think that City's the team to beat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like it's
Do
hard
you,
to
do you,
count. It's hard to
do
count a
you,
Guardiola team out. You know what I mean?
do you think that Lukaku going to Chelsea is a big move for them? Do you think it's a difference
I'm gonna
maker?
be honest with you. I think it's a big move if they put Timo Werner on the left wing.
I think
If not, then no.
I'm gonna keep a real dog. I don't know how you're gonna put Timo Werner on the left wing. You already have Pulisic there. I don't know what the deal is. You have a lot going on up there. Now if they were running a traditional 4-3-3 and you had Lukaku there and no Timo Werner right now, who I think is a phenomenal left winger, not a striker.
Yeah,
But you had the Pulisic, Mount, and lazy boy Havertz out there who was madly. You should have watched the game I was watching. I was like, this guy's napping out there. Had a beautiful pass though. If you have that going on, then I'm like, yeah, I think they have a real chance to win the league. They have veteran defenders. They have a good midfield with Kovacic with retention and Conte. Have good players. Like that's a real contender team for both trophies. Now, my issue is like, what formation is going to run now? What formation are you running? What do you got going on up there? Where are people going to go? We'll see. So I want to give Chelsea some love for that move. That's getting one of the best strikers on the planet. And anytime you do that, everybody knows in the sport, you get the best striker and one of the best strikers on the planet, you're instant title contention. I think that they're definitely a top 3 team. I didn't really see Liverpool make a move like that to make me go, oh, damn, they're trying to grab this trophy. They haven't done that in a while. They've been getting some
true.
good pieces, but they haven't made that move. You know what I mean? So Man City, I think, is the team to beat, and especially if they're freaking going to get Harry Kane. Oh, my God. Like, Jesus, can you guys calm down? And Gabriel Jesus never going to get a starting role in his life, clearly. But, yeah.
That doesn't deserve it. What's the name? Yeah, Chelsea has a lot of like when you look at Mount, Pulisic, Havertz, Ziyech, like obviously they're not all the same player, but they're all kind of similar, except for Ziyech, I'll say. I don't know what kind of formation they're gonna run. But I think that Timo Werner, I feel like when you put Timo Werner on the left wing with a striker, then you can really do damage. Remember, Timo Werner was out there doing damage playing next to Erling Haaland.
That's an excellent point. He was doing real damage that season.
Yeah, like and
it's a lefty striker too, so he knows how to angle himself on that play too.
So he needs to play along with the center forward. I don't know if these people understand that, but they do. Just, I mean, on some level, I'm just like, damn, dude, like, how do you get these guys playing time? Like, it's weird.
Luckily, if anything, the funniest thing is the only place this would work is EPL. I believe they play more games in EPL than any other league in the world.
True.
There's like 4 cups you can win in 1 year, and Hotspurs get 0 of them. So Hotspur. I don't get yelled at. But yeah, so I don't know if there's any other place that can hold this down other than Chelsea. They found a way to make it work last year. I mean, people and all these advertisements and stuff for Pulisic and people dropping Pulisic comments and tweets. I mean, the game I'm watching is coming off the bench. I don't even know how this works. So I guess it doesn't matter anymore over there. You just come in and do your thing. So, they got a lot of players, a lot of pieces. And I think the biggest thing about them, they're all players that can win one-on-ones with the ball. And that's, I think, the biggest thing. When you have a bunch of playmakers.
Except for Havertz.
Yeah, Havertz is he's not really doing that. I will say this, for being a tip, he reminds me of like a basketball player. I really hate it. He's
a Gen Z
basketball player.
That's what I said before. He's the most Gen Z player. He is a stand around.
Lazy. Yeah. He did that. He did so many lazy plays. Then he did this beautiful pass to Ziyech. I was like, oh my God, dog, you're so good. I wish you tried. So
like
he's a hooper, dog. I think he's just really a hoop. We probably came up playing basketball.
Probably. I think the best lineup for them, if they're going to run a 4-2-3.
What's their premium top 3 up there up top?
I'll say Werner, Lukaku, Ziyech, front 3. Unless I'm forgetting somebody, I don't know.
So like a good backup lineup is like Mount and Pulisic?
Well, and then I think because Mount is a midfielder. So then I'll put
Yeah,
Mount.
honestly, he's plugging anywhere. He do his thing anywhere.
Yeah, Mount, Conte, Kovacic. I would rather start Kovacic over Pulisic and Mount over Pulisic.
Well, they're starting Kovacic right now over Jorginho at Chelsea,
Oh, I
which I
forgot
like.
about Jorginho.
They're starting him over. I mean, at least in the tournament, he played over him.
You know what? You know what? Actually, because Conte has been playing more of like not really like that back holding. So Jorginho kind of plays that role.
Yeah, because Jorginho's honestly Jorginho's just mad slow.
And honestly, Kovacic is not really a starter. So I'll say,
but he started last game though. But yeah, he's not really.
Yeah, I'll say Mount, Jorginho, Conte. Then whatever the back line is, I don't know.
They even have Hudson. They have hella players, dog.
Some of them dudes got to go.
Yeah, but I think Hudson should go. I think they should do something about one of these guys, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is.
Yeah,
maybe in the winter one of them will go.
We'll talk about players having to go when we talk about Messi and PSG because that's going to be a big issue. Okay, EPL, you're done. Bundesliga, Bayern Munich's going to win again. I don't know if there's anything else to say about that.
Yeah, Bundesliga preview, Bayern's going to win.
I don't know if Haaland's going to stay at BVB, but obviously he's not going to. Obviously he's not going to Chelsea. That was the big rumor for a long time.
I think teams are exhausted this year. I think it's a lot. I think Messi made us all exhausted. I don't think anybody's making a move. There's 15 days left.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see him going to Man U. I don't think.
Holy crap! If he goes to Man U, the earth is going to explode.
Well, because I don't think Man U should just be relying on Cavani as their like starting center forward every match. Really, I think they need to get somebody in there. So I don't think they have any other real center forward.
It is kind of funny if they're the ones that really don't make the move the whole year. They're supposed to be the big movers.
Well, they got Sancho, but it's like that's not, you know what I mean? Like, what you gonna do with that? Like, he's just gonna play some one of these other winger kind of positions or like a 10.
Yeah,
but
they should get like a Holland or something.
Yeah, nice. You can't be relying on Cavani. Like, come on now.
That'd be crazy. If we went there, they'd go nuts over that.
Yeah, they would. I mean, and he's a good fit. I mean, it makes logical sense. Like, you need another center forward, yo.
Yeah.
Okay. Bundesliga, anything else? I don't really have anything else. Bayern's gonna win again, and BVB might transfer out Haaland and get some money. I'd be down for Cavani and Haaland to swap. That'd be cool. Would Cavani go to BVB?
It'd be kind of cool to see him in that jersey.
Okay, Caesar. All that stuff was long because of you. It got long because I mentioned Jerison and you got excited. See. And then you had to look up where he used to play before and act like you heard of him.
I confused him with Jerison Fernandez. Relax. Damn.
You think I'm ever going to relax? It's never going to happen. Caesar, your favorite player, Messi, has gone to PSG. It's official. The 34-year-old Messi is there at PSG. I seen him there doing rondos. He's there. He met everybody. I seen him dapping everybody up.
Giving hugs.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Some little young dudes. I seen some little young French dude who's acting like he was like, man, like he don't care about no Messi. He kind of was flexing a little. He was like, he kind of was like waiting a little bit. And he was like, Messi came to him and said, what's up? He was like, kind of like, you know what I mean? That little look away, you know what I'm saying?
He probably seen him practice like, I dust him.
He's like, dog, like, come on. He was like, I'm gonna be better than you one day. He is not, but he's there. Now, I was already having my issues with him going to PSG. I did not want it to happen. And I'm gonna say my first reason, and we can talk about that, because although Caesar has referred to this player as a COON, and he double timed it because this dude could play for for two different African nations. I just really like. Let me say this correctly.
Oh,
I think it's okay. On one level, it sucks for sports that Messi is coming there to PSG and Mbappe is there, and this is assuming Mbappe stays. It sucks for like that feeling that you don't want to feel like it's all about money. Like you don't want to feel like that because that makes you be cynical about it, about, you know, professional sports in general. So there's that level, but there's also like feeling bad for Mbappe. Like this is a dude who like, I mean, like you just feel like, yo, this is the guy you should be building your team around. Like this is the guy. He's 22, I think. He's gotten scoring titles, been a starter for a World Cup team, helped win the league for Monaco, won the league over there at PSG. Every time Neymar, whoa, every time Neymar, I have your stream up, so I seen some big old thing. Whoa. Every time Neymar got his ass injured, Mbappe was there to step up. And now I feel like they played him out by bringing in Messi. Now he's the third man on the totem pole again. He was third when Cavani was there. Now he's third again. This is just one aspect of my frustration, but how do you feel about the Mbappe factor? Or do you not care? Maybe you don't give a damn.
I mean, I feel for the kid, it's crazy when you're considered one of the best players in the world and you're considered top 5 in the world and you weren't even like 20 years old yet. Me and Bam say what you want. We've been watching Mbappe a long time, man. We've watched Mbappe since he was not even a legal adult yet. It was 17-year-old kid playing at Monaco, they're rocking that crazy jersey number. And got to see him through one of the greatest Monaco runs ever when they beat Man City in Champions League. That was one of the most. No one's ever done a chip better than that Ramada Falcao. And I damn near lost my voice when he chipped Ho Hart. So that was great. Mbappe came a long way, and I think that the thing is we used to have the discussion on here talking about who do you move? Do you stay with Neymar or do you go with Messi? I mean, do you go with Mbappe? Because we've seen that this every season has been this like weird little saga that goes on about who's staying, who's going, and it's always these rumors about Neymar. And it's almost like they were going to lose both of them. Like it just seemed like everybody wanted these guys. Nobody gets them. Neymar resigns. Di Maria resigns. The whole damn team damn near resigns, except for my boy Moises Keane, free Keane. And then some signings happened this season. Sergio Ramos and now we have Messi coming. I feel for him. I feel like when Messi coming over, maybe if you're thinking in a video game aspect, that's dope. If I'm gonna keep it real, if I'm Mbappe, I'm like, damn, that sucks because you're telling me you don't feel like you can't put the team on my shoulders. Like you don't think like I can do this. Like you don't believe in the Neymar and Messi made it to the Champions League final, and the Asterisk Champions League final, the Asterisk one where it was a COVID Cup. They made it all the way to the final and they lost. And it kind of sucks because it's like you're not believing in that anymore. And you think that's the piece is going to change as Messi. It just feels like they're not going to believe it anymore. That's the part that sucks. I feel for him. That's the part I feel.
Like if you ask anybody, right? Like let's say if last year, let's leave out Haaland because Haaland gets a lot of hype because he's white. Let's keep it real. But if you ask anybody, who is the most valuable player in the world, you're gonna say Mbappe, dude. There's nobody else. Like if you're talking about not just, we're talking about on the field, not money. On the field, youth and talent and drive, Mbappe. That's it. That's number one. Like Neymar's 29, and we're not talking about Messi and Ronaldo anymore. This is the number one guy. It just sucks that PSG is like, they're really just choosing money over this player who is phenomenal. Who like, honestly, on the low, I feel like he would do better without Neymar.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if to get the true brilliance of Mbappe, not only now without Neymar, to me, it's like not even on PSG. Like, I think he knows that too. I mean, we've seen the rumors since this episode started, the rumors getting more frantic now. There was rumors about him not even wanting to wait for the final year. They're thinking about how these next 2 weeks are going to stack out. I don't know. I don't know because I don't know Messi in a new club environment. I don't know this. I don't know. I don't have any previous thing to tell me that he's the kind of guy to like set Mbappe down and be like, look, dog, do what you want to do. You're 22, but ride this out with me. I don't think he's that guy. Like I can see other players doing that and be like, look, man, you got a bright future in front of you. This is something special. Because if I'm Messi, I'd be like, look, man, we got something special here. Because the point I'm also going to make about how Bam feels about this, I feel differently on this point about the PSG thing. He could be like, this is a Galacticos 2.0. We got something big going on here. Just be part of this ride so you can be part of it in history. Whether we win it all or go down in flames as part of history, just be part of this. Then make your move at the end of the year or do then. But then again, Mbappe can do his own thing and pick his own line. Maybe he's like, I can't even be here another 2 weeks. I'm gonna be here a full year. I'm out, dog. So I don't know what the rumors are frantic, but then again, they were doing Man U rumors. So I don't even know what the hell the deal is anymore. But I just don't like it because it would be cool for like Neymar to leave and this be like the Paris team is like Mbappe's team or like Mbappe leave and it just becomes like Neymar's team. Like, oh, let's go. Like now we get to see finally Ronaldo and Messi are leaving. And now we see one of the brightest, most powerful future stars in the sport, the star right now in the sport, go to a club to give us a reason to go tune into a club now. And we don't have that. We're just still tuning into PSG. And now we have more reason to watch PSG. So it doesn't allow for that diversity in the sport. And it just kind of sucks that we're just like watching him like kind of, he's going to have to kind of fade his star a little bit. He's going to have to hold back his stillness talent for a little bit to make it work. And that's a shame at 20-something, 22 years old.
He's going to have to do it like so much. I don't even understand how you play with Neymar and Messi today, but I really don't understand Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe. I watched Neymar and Mbappe play together more than anybody.
Yeah. You've watched the highs and the lows, the battles they've had to make that partnership work. And it's been battles.
They both require, like, let's keep it 100 right now. You can't have too many players on the pitch that need to stand over the ball. Mbappe stands over the ball. Neymar stands over the ball. Messi
stands over the field too. They do it on the same side of the field.
Yeah, and Messi stands over the ball. Like, you can't have too many players that do that. Like, center forwards don't stand over the ball. Center forwards get the ball, release, shoot, whatever. Mbappe wants to get the ball, stand over it, do moves. Neymar wants to drop back hella far, receive the ball, stand over it a little bit, do moves. Messi doesn't stand over the ball so much, but as he's been playing in Barcelona, that's all we have to go off of these past few seasons. He drops way far back and like wants to pick out passes. He don't want to pick out a pass right there to Neymar. He want to pick out a pass. Usually in the past few years at Barcelona, it's been like Jordi Alba making that run pretty much most of the time. Where does this work? Like where? Like how?
We've had this argument when these podcasts talking about Mbappe is a 9. That was the most infuriating thing in the whole world. It sucks because like we said before, it's almost disrespectful to his talent to say that he's a 9. Like he has so much skill that a 9 is just like something he can do in part of a scheme. It's not even what he does. Like what he does is like anything on that front line, anywhere he can do it. And when you put him in that middle, like we talked about, you're suppressing him. You're 100%. Saying, hey, only make runs. Hey, start doing link ups, I guess, or start doing give and goes. And he's like, dog, I'm not a give and go guy. You give me, then you go. You give me the ball, you go. I might give it to you, or I might get it cracking myself because I'm 2-footed. I'm fastest player in the world, and I can get it cracking. So now it's like, oh, now we just have to sit here and watch Mbappe make runs over and over because he's fast. That kind of sucks. Like, I don't want that for him. I'd rather it be like somewhere like Real Madrid where he's on that flank and you give him that ball and it's like, okay, let's see what he does. That's what we like to see. That's what he wants to show you. Even when he's having those losing the ball and over, like that's especially towards the end of the year, he's having a hard time at the end of the year. That's because he's trying to show you what he enjoys doing. He's gonna keep doing it over and over, keep losing the ball because that's what he enjoys. That's what his game is predicated around. That's what he feels like his best attribute is. So you're gonna see that. Now with this going on, I don't know how the hell is gonna happen, because the only reason they had success at Barcelona before is Neymar was super wide flank, and Messi was wherever the hell he wanted, and they had Suarez dead in the middle, controlling, and Suarez wasn't a hold the ball and make moves. Suarez was make moves happen quickly. He makes decisions quickly. They have to react to. A phenomenal player. So I don't like this lineup. I don't like how it works. It's not the dude. That's why when we were talking on the phone before, I was saying like it's almost better if they had like a center like a King that it's like he's young, he can finish, that's just there in the middle and he can just grow around, rather than someone like Mbappe who's a worldwide talent who is not part of the position. It's like almost like put somebody there that can just plug at least and is growing, or a veteran, than not this guy who's one of the top of the world, has to reduce his talent because everybody else around him is older than him. That's the only reason. They're just older than him. They're arguably better, but they're all just older than him, dog.
Caesar, I'm gonna tell you right now, Mbappe is not gonna play center forward at PSG. I seen this lineup. They got a 4-2-3-1, Wijnaldum and Verratti in the holdings, Neymar, Messi, Di Maria left to right, and then Mbappe up top. Mbappe is not gonna play a traditional center forward. It's just not gonna happen. Like, they can put him there in the lineup. He's gonna drift to where he's most comfortable, no matter what. And then they're gonna be playing without a center forward. Like, that's just what it's gonna be. No matter what, like Messi and Neymar is like, you can't keep that type of player on a side of a pitch. Like, they are roaming attacking midfielders, both Neymar and Messi. They're going to end up around each other no matter what. And it's just like, what I see in my head is like Neymar dropping back and getting the ball, and then Messi's just like right next to him. Like, you know, like, hey, who's going to do this? And you can't play football like that. Literally, we've seen PSG have really good teams. You got Neymar, Mbappe, Verratti. You have Marquinhos. They're right. Di Maria, who people think is good. It didn't really work for them, and I feel like them. And even with Barcelona, their team hasn't been stacked so much lately. But you have Messi, who's a world beater. But it's gonna be hard to be successful when you have a player, and we've talked about this before, that messes up the formation by dropping all the way back in the midfield like that. It kind of screws things up. I don't see you having two players like that. Like, I can't see that working. PSG did not give a damn at all about anything in regards to gameplay. They just saw dollar signs. Caesar, dog, they gave Messi some kind of fake cryptocurrency, PSG fan tokens in part of this move. I'm like, yo, like, they're just like, we know we're going to make so much money just by having Messi here. And it just sucks because it makes it just like you feel so cynical. Obviously, we could both be wrong and it works, but I don't see it.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you right here. I think this is kind of cool what they did. This made me go ahead and follow their Instagram page. I was like, let me go drop a follow. I want to see what's going on. I want to follow this. One of the biggest spots in the sport for me when I was a kid was watching that Real Madrid Galacticos, just seeing that team full of just mega stars. It was cool to me, and seeing the video they have of Messi and Sergio Ramos dapping each other up. Maybe for other people, they don't give a damn. But for me, it means a lot because I remember the days when it was just murder out there. When it was violence and it was, I don't like actually when players fight like that on the field. I didn't like those Jose Mourinho days of go out there and just beat the hell out of each other. I didn't like that mess. So to see them like dap each other up and smile, I'm like, see, look, they're athletes. Like at the end of the day, they're athletes. It was just competitive stuff. And here they are playing together. Now he's probably not gonna do that with Mo Salah, but it's all good. I like it. I like seeing like a bunch of stars. And now, do I think PSG has 2 weeks to start moving some stuff around?
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Absolutely.
Well, why don't you look at your WhatsApp because you over here capping?
What?
Yeah, go ahead and look at it. There we
I
go.
mean, yeah, no, I'm not saying him. I'm saying like,
Oh, okay. See,
no,
Caesar
no,
came
no,
over
no,
here
no, 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 no,
softballing
no,
today.
no, 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 no,
Caesar
no,
came here
no,
softball.
no. I definitely messaged you saying F Messi. I definitely did do that. I ain't scared. I said that because Real Madrid. I don't have nothing. I don't have no love for this Argentinian player. I'm good, but I think like winning wise, the way it is right now, I don't know, man. It ain't looking like that's the way to go. We could be wrong though, but in the marketing sense, they made the best move they could.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
They're I think they're talking about their what the hell, dog. I think that you're wilding. I think that they need I think that they talked about their growth on their pages like what 400% or something. That's good for them. No, dog, good for them because
I already
no,
mentioned
well, it's good for them. No, you don't get to determine if it's not good or not. It's good
I
for
said
them.
that already. I said that.
Okay, but damn, that's the positives of it. Everything else though is whack as hell.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it just that feeling kind of sucks when you have to when the money when the money part gets shoved in your face so much, it's hard not to become cynical about professional sports.
I think that anybody who cheers for one of these big clubs understands, well, if you're a human, why people have like second clubs and stuff. Because it gets to be a lot with these big clubs and what they're able to do, pull these players and buy all this. That's why like it's fun for me to watch it, but I like watching other teams too and see and cheer for their story and their development and their rosters. I could never just be a one club person to me. It's just too much. Like,
yeah, no, I feel you. I mean, for a PSG, but even for a PSG fan, and we know how soccer fans are. Like, I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at the football aspect as some hater. I'm looking at it as somebody who watches PSG play and just looking at Messi doesn't really fit in that. Like, from a sporting aspect, like, yo, it just doesn't fit. Like, but you can just throw shit on the wall and see if it sticks. You can do that. You're gonna beat some teams for sure, but like, I just don't understand. Like, this could end up not working a lot. Like, this could end up really not working because the players just don't know how to operate with each other. I cannot see Neymar going back to the same role he had at Barcelona. Neymar in Barcelona used to hug that touch line on the left, hug it, and receive the ball, put moves, bring the ball in. That's Mbappe. Mbappe doesn't even hug it, but like, that's what Mbappe does now. Mbappe, there have been many matches where he played center forward. I remember when they lost to Man U, Mbappe was playing a center forward, and it just did not work over two legs. People figure it out. You can't just run the whole time. Like, that's not what center forwards do. And what Mbappe does is not what a center forward does. And I can't see him doing that anymore. I don't know what's going to happen, obviously, but like, it's just lame. Now, let's go to the other aspect that you brought up. One of the most frustrating things with PSG over the years watching them is like surplus players. I'm just like, dog, like, what are you doing, dude? Like you have to get some of these players off the books. Now, it's difficult because, as we've talked about many years ago, PSG has to overpay players. To get players to come there, they have to overpay them because it's Ligue 1. If it wasn't for like, them being able to offer players like, probably double what they would receive going somewhere else to play for a big club, they wouldn't have anybody. So it's going to be hard to get a player like Draxler or Di Maria or Idrissa Gay or some of these guys. They're going to be like, well, why would I leave? Paredes,
man, I mean, that's not PSG's fault. Like, this is the issue with all these players at these top clubs. Like
I don't
even players that go to EPL, like they get this crazy salary. Why the hell would they leave? Like they're just getting paid too much. Like our boy over there at Crystal Palace. Like, why would he go struggle for a trophy and make less? You know?
But yeah, but Crystal Palace doesn't have surplus players. What I'm saying, like PSG, like you have a surplus. Like you have all these players there. What are you gonna do? Like
True, but let's keep it. Let's be fair. Devil's advocate here.
Go ahead.
They do have 2 weeks of transfer window left. Yeah, they got surplus mid-August, but who knows? Maybe August 30th. We have a trimmed down roster. Maybe by then we have 22 players or whatever the hell it is.
No, I agree. That could happen, but it's gonna be but like a player's like you can be like, no, I'm not leaving. If you have a contract, you don't have to leave. If you have a contract, you don't have to leave.
I don't know what these contracts would be saying. I think some of them are disgusting. I hope they have the freedom to be able to choose what they really want to do in terms of some of these situations.
Oh, no. If you have a contract, you don't have
to. Yeah, but there's contracts, and then there's also like making decisions based on the atmosphere too. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Players can read a room. Like, dog, why am I gonna fight this? Like, what's his name did? Ben Arfa. Like, I'm gonna go. You know what I mean?
But even with that, like Julian Draxler's a player for the past like 2+ seasons. Like he doesn't get much playing time, and whenever they talk about him, they're just like, yeah, like he makes too much money at PSG. Like why would he leave? Like that's and even with Hesse, like Hesse was on PSG's books for so long. They were like, wow, he's like he makes so much money. Like
it happens. It happens at Chelsea. Chelsea has all those loan players. Real Madrid's had players like that. Like I'm be honest with you, I think it'll take a long time for see Ceballos leave. Like he got a crazy wage contract. No one wants to pay that much to Ceballos. He's probably gonna keep getting loaned out to clubs. But he's gonna come back.
I think like the issue with PSG is like since Ligue 1 itself isn't prestigious league, like a player being like, okay, like yeah, I'll come here, but like PSG's got to really lure them in. The big also living in Paris is a big lure. But also, it's like we got to overpay to get the biggest players. It's going to be tough. Now, you mentioned that Manchester United rumor. Oh, like Man U's going to make this bid for Messi, but PSG is going to get rid of 10 players. I'm like, what do you mean? Like you can't get rid of 10 players? What 10 players? Like, all right, like no, dude. If I'm
going to offload 10, last minute push by Man U right now. Like, what are you talking about?
Like some player, like if I got 2 years left on my contract at PSG and I make $6 million a year, I'm not gonna go to West Ham and make $2 million, even though I'm gonna play. Like I'm not gonna do that.
People really overvalue that selling pitch if you're over the age of 24.
Yeah.
Like you're probably 22, 21-year-old. You're like, yo, I'm down to get some burn.
Yeah.
Man, by the time these dudes 26, you know how much they played? They're like, you telling me I could just collect a check right now
and live in Paris?
26? When I'm off this contract, I'm valued at this market price and I can go anywhere and still get the same wages after this. All I got to do is chill at PSG for, might even come up on a start spot like Rabiot has it. Who knows? Like whatever. Yeah, like I think that like, yeah, like people overestimate the playing time value. It's a value construct when you're young, but when you hit 25, you're like, I want the bag.
You get to go to Neymar's birthday party. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to go to Mbappe's birthday party. Like sure, yeah. Like if I'm Draxler, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill here. I signed the contract.
Draxler probably started playing Bundesliga like 18.
Yeah,
he came to PSG like 26 or something. No, he's chilling, dog.
Yeah. So there's like those issues too. It's like,
yeah.
What is? I mean, and whatever. Like, there's not that much pressure. Okay, this is devil's advocate myself.
Bam versus Bam right now. We're down
because I'm my own worst enemy. There's not that much pressure that a player who doesn't start can put on you when you have players like Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar. What you gonna say, dog? And Verratti. I'll include Verratti with that. Like, what are you gonna say? Like, well, dog, like, look at these players that are playing. And you know what else is kind of funny too? I like Wijnaldum as a player. Like, I like him.
Here we go. Now you're Wijnaldum.
See,
there's no reason for this.
Caesar, hold on. Do you remember what I said about Jerison, though? He's a Brazilian. Remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
Okay, just kidding. I don't just hate black players. I know what you're going to do right now. Jersen's darker skinned, and he's from.
Hey man, okay, just do your line, please.
What I like Wijnaldum, I remember seeing him play and thinking like, oh damn, look at Mane out there. Like I've literally thought like he's like a forward because he's so good. But like that shit happened like once or twice. He didn't really get that much burn for Liverpool. These people are out there talking like he's some like
got burned, dog. He
didn't get no burn with Liverpool.
Burned, dog.
Caesar.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Fabinho kind of took his spot on low a little bit.
Caesar.
Would you rather have Wijnaldum or Fabinho?
I feel like their position.
Damn, you had to it? That's real. That's real.
Well, the only reason is because I feel like their positions are different. Fabinho plays a little bit more back than Wijnaldum.
Just know we're the original Fabinho fan, though. Original Fabinho fans right here, dog.
Oh yeah, I mean he's lying about his age, but
no, we're what does he say? He's now 26. There's no way.
I'm like, stop it, dog. Come on now. You do look like my cousin.
His girl or whatever played for Monaco, something like that too. Anyways, Fabinho, maybe his sister, I don't know. Ask Neymar. The other thing is with Fabinho, Wijnaldum, what is it? How old is he?
No, wait a minute. Okay, apparently he was playing a lot of games for.
I thought he played. I know you're talking about he never played. I'm like, what are you talking about, dog?
Okay, maybe I just didn't see it
because you're wilding out here, dude. Hardy gonna come in and just Hardy's gonna eviscerate you in a tweet about this.
Was he starting? Maybe he wasn't starting.
He was, man. You thought Jordan Henderson was playing? He's the one that's about to get offloaded. He wasn't playing for real.
All right, whatever. Either way, look, he ain't that crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You already kind of lost a point. You would do that to me. This point is in the gutter. It's like so bad. Okay. It's so bad.
Look, the dude is good. I like him, but it ain't that crazy. Like it ain't that crazy. It's like, oh my God, Wijnaldum. It's like, yo, stop.
I'll say this. I'll keep it real with you. I won't, because you're my fellow co-host, barely my friend. I won't let you down this hill alone. I'm with you, dog. And I'll say this: if Verratti was to leave and go play at Lazio, which is the only place I ever imagined in my life playing, is just Lazio or Juventus. That's it. There's no way he goes another country other than Italy. Wijnaldum would be a good replacement player. Like, we'll just put him in there, get it cracking, fine. Now, getting Wijnaldum and having Verratti, that's a big why. Why? I know he was free, but like, I mean, damn, it was free transfer, right? The transfer was free. Not the individual. Well, it's a free world we live in. Trying to save this. This is a freer.
Free balling.
I don't know those words, but I used to think of something else.
Of course.
I thought it was free balling. So
let's see you stop it.
So Wijnaldum, this is a weird move, but it's like the transfer didn't have to pay any transfer fees for him. So I guess it's like, why not? We just got hella wage money to blow. And they got FFP. Apparently they're good with them. They do the handshake agreements under the table. It's all good, chief. Yeah, I don't know. I think Wijnaldum as a replacement for Verratti, excellent. With Verratti, I don't know, man. Like, what's your formation looking like? What are you doing here? Are you running a holding 4-3-3? But you can't do that because Messi's on the field. Messi already becomes your impromptu midfielder. That's the problem. And I was actually thinking about this even when I wrote that Messi message to you. I kind of feel for Verratti because Verratti is so good with like ball possession and bringing that ball up and like he gets it cracking. I think about him just becoming like a passing link up to Messi. Like, oh, you're already here? Damn, okay. Like that kind of thing. Because he's the kind of dude that brings it. It's like, oh, okay. All right, you're here. Here, take it.
See, that's what I was saying earlier. And you weren't paying attention. And now you just said the same thing that I was saying, but you were not paying attention.
I don't know why you're attacking me.
No, because literally,
you've been kind of rambling. It's a lot to keep up with today.
Well, because you don't pay attention when I talk on this damn podcast. Every time I start talking,
I'm getting yelled at on the show.
Yes, every time I start talking, I see your eyes all somewhere else.
Well, I had to make the title of every damn rant you did on here.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, 3 words.
Big producer.
but it's okay. I don't mind that you don't pay attention. But that's the
he
thing.
finishes that. But go ahead.
Excuse me.
No, go ahead.
That's the thing. Like, there's no formation you can do. Like, both Neymar and Messi ruined the formation, and then I'm not necessarily saying that in a bad way. Like, obviously, they've been like, I'm talking about PSG in Barcelona. PSG has been successful enough playing with Neymar, who's never played more than 20 matches in the league season.
Bam, I'm the big government of Qatar.
Listen,
real quick. It's to do with your point. I approach you. You are now manager of PSG. I'm throwing a couple islands and all the money for you. Maybe even we could talk about some embargoes. We'll send it over to you. And here's the roster you've been given. It's the one in front of you. How are you going to make this work? What are you doing to make this work? How can you make this work?
Like, I'm not even trying to be like that, but you can.
No, dog. You get all the money in islands.
Caesar, all you can do.
You want Molokai? Gave it to Hawaii. You got the island. Go.
All you can do, and remind me, I want to go back to Verratti and Neymar about something, but all you can do is just put them out there. You can put a formation on paper to send to the people, but literally
just send to the pregame.
Yeah, like, but you're just putting Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe. You're just putting them out there. Verratti,
seen how they just run around, right?
Yeah, it's like that's all they're gonna do, and that's half the time that's all they do anyway. But like, there's no like with these players, there's no like vision. It's just like, hey, y'all figure it out.
You know, like sometimes when you draw like schemes for clubs, they make these really nice lines, right? Like Real Madrid's scheme is like either a lot of wide attacks, so a lot of like running arrows off the edge, middle place too with Benzema. I feel like PSG is just so scrambled. It's just because when you have so much of this, there's not a bunch of movement to free space, and players that are ball dominant, they don't like to make a ton of room to make space for others because they want that space for themselves. So in case they receive the ball, they can get it cracking. So what happens? Are you telling people to change their whole like mindset? And that's a lot, and that's not going to work.
You know what's really funny is because literally I was saying this earlier, and you literally just did not.
I'm just agreeing with you. I'm honestly agreeing with you.
No, you just didn't hear any of it because that's what I was saying earlier. But this is actually funny now. Okay, going back to Verratti, who you mentioned. I'm not even trying to like be like this on the low, but look, Verratti don't care. Verratti is the most like just like dominate me personality in the whole thing. Verratti likes big personalities, so he can just be their sub. Like, he is a certified submissive.
Okay, man. Okay.
He was a sub.
Stop calling him a damn sub on here.
He was a sub for Zlatan.
Not out him for being a sub.
He was a sub for Zlatan, and he's gonna be like that for Messi. He just can't wait to bend it over for Messi. Okay.
Oh my God. Jesus.
But the bigger cuck is Neymar. Let me talk about Neymar, dog. Although we already knew.
There he goes. Messi get 10 minutes. Ronaldo gonna get flames. Neymar get flames. What's the consistency here, y'all? Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I just want to say that Caesar said that Neymar has a very low football IQ.
You can't talk about stuff from 2020, dog. It's a whole new year.
Okay, I should find that. It just like we already know that Neymar isn't like the real leader type. We already know that, and I'm not faulting him for that necessarily. Like, okay, Caesar, is he?
No, he's not. What do you get to your point?
No, because
I'm already disagreeing with. I'm disagreeing at this point. I don't know why you got to come for Neymar. He's a goddamn player. What he got to do with this?
Caesar, is he a leader type?
I mean, he won a gold medal.
Caesar, was he a leader type this summer when he let Argentina beat him on his home ground?
Well, he wasn't playing defense, but yeah, I guess.
Here we go. Well, neither. Gabriel Jesus wasn't playing defense in 2019, and they won
with that cleat to the face he took earlier for the red card. Okay. He's not a certified leader.
No, he's not, and I'm not faulting him for that.
No, he's not. I don't think he's a leader. I wouldn't.
No, he's not
captain. I never said he was a captain to me. Maybe a number 3.
No, he's not a leader. He's not. He doesn't have that. And I feel like it's kind of like, damn, dog. Like you need another person to come help you win something. You got Mbappe. You got these good players. You got. Oh, let's get Messi, please. Let's get Messi. Like for what? Y'all can't do it. Caesar, think about them teams, them Real Madrid teams that won Champions League 3 years in a row. They had one big star, Ronaldo. Ronaldo was scoring all them goals. Benzema was scoring like 11 goals. Gareth Bale was scoring like 13 goals. And you just had a solid midfield and good players behind them. Ronaldo was taking that team on his back. And honestly, I don't feel like there's no other players like that, dude.
You're right.
Neymar is over here like, I mean, and I'm sure it wasn't his whole decision, but if I'm Neymar and if I'm a real goon about mine, I don't even want Messi there. You know why? Because if they win Champions League this season, it's going to be about Messi. It ain't going to be about Neymar and Mbappe. It'll be about, see, they needed the best player in the world to get them over the hump. Ronaldo was over there in them 3 Champions League seasons. They didn't get nobody. It was the same damn team 3 seasons in a row. Same damn team. Literally. Marcelo, Varane, Ramos, Carvajal, Modric, Casemiro, Cruz, Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale, or somebody else.
Yeah, BBC and whoever, Sensi, whoever else can play there.
Yeah, whoever else, if Bale was playing or was injured. That's like, you don't need to have like a bunch of good damn players to win these matches and win champions. You don't need that. Yeah. We saw even when Messi and them won the treble that year, they had some good ass players, dog. They had some good ass players. You got Iniesta, like you're gonna win. You got Iniesta. If you got Iniesta and Messi, you're gonna win, dog. You can put Lucas Vazquez over there. You're gonna win. But they had Suarez, Neymar, and Messi, Iniesta, Xavi or Busquets or somebody, and some other fools. Jordi Alba, literally like the fastest player in the world at that time. Okay, that got disbanded. Then Real Madrid goes on to dominate. Why, Neymar, why you need Messi, dude? Like, what are you, dog? I'm tired of hearing about their friendship, dog. I'm tired of that. This shit's lame. Be rivals, dude. Like, this shit's corny.
No, they're not gonna be rivals.
I don't like it, dude. Like, get off his sack, homie.
He went there when he was like a kid, dog.
I don't care, dog. Why are you holding? He's from Argentina.
You're getting a little angry, but listen.
Caesar, why is he holding an Argentine? He's holding. Stop holding, fool.
Maradona, Ronaldo, and Romario hugged before. I don't want to hear this.
Yeah, but were they holding? Was they holding?
Not on the same squad, no.
They wasn't holding. Neymar's holding. I don't want to.
Going back to your old.
Nah, because I'm not done screaming yet.
You're done screaming.
I'm not done screaming. I'm not done screaming yet. I'm tired of Neymar holding Messi's strap, homie. I'm over it. I'm tired. Oh, they're such good friends. Dog, you're from Brazil. You ain't won a goddamn thing for Brazil.
He won Olympics. And he won
Copa I'm gonna throw this pencil at the screen.
America too.
I'm gonna throw this pencil at the screen and hopefully it goes through another dimension and hits you.
I don't know why you hate Olympics, dog.
Caesar, stop it. Neymar ain't won a damn thing for
back Brazil. To back, by the way.
Neymar ain't won a damn thing for Brazil.
He won Copa America.
Who won Copa America?
He won the FIFA qualifiers.
Caesar, what are you doing right now? What's wrong with you? What are you doing right now?
I'm just trying. You're right. No, we're gonna win nothing, dog. You're right.
Neymar's been holding.
You won Ligue?
Okay, Caesar. Neymar been holding Messi for so long. I would have different energy if these fools won Copa COVID America on the home soil. 2019, Neymar got injured before Copa America. Brazil went out there and won it. Damn, dog, they got you when they gonna lose on the home soil, and then you still holding after. And by after, I mean after the match, you holding still. Oh, because that's his friend. That's his friend. You're getting dominated, fool. This fool's taking all your shine, and he took your trophy right from out from under you, too. You lame, cuck, loser. Are you gonna grow some, homie? Or are you just gonna be laying underneath this fool's goddamn scrotum your whole life?
Okay, all right, that's enough. It's funny you did not have this energy earlier, but when it came to Neymar, you really
because
reached
it's him.
you reached deep.
But
No, 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 no,
because
no.
it's him. That's why.
I know people call him Rat and stuff like that. Whatever, I get it. He has a bad reputation.
You called him a snake. You called him a snake before.
He does have some Slytherin properties. I agree with you.
Okay, you know what? Okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. This is the last thing.
No, stop. Just stop.
Last thing. Can I say last thing? Caesar, first of all, you would have had this energy if we talked about that Copa America final. We didn't because you were too emotional about it. We did not talk about it. Now, if we talked about it, you would have been feeling like this about Neymar, I'm sure, because you've seen him after that match holding.
I mean, I don't get me going about how I feel about Neymar and how some of these matches go. I went and screamed about him crying in the Costa Rica thingy. That was annoying as hell. The Copa America, which I did my best to forget, probably drank it away. That
Tell
Copa
me about
America
it. Tell
final.
me about it. What did Neymar do? I didn't watch it. What did Neymar do that match? It was 1-0, right?
Yeah, it's not about like what he did. It's about like a lack of him being able to accomplish it. Like the thing is, in this sport of all sports, what defines the best from great players to the best is when the time comes, they get it done. It's always cool when you hear about NBA MVPs, right? Oh, they won MVP. They had a great regular season. But when they're giving out MVP trophies at the semifinals of the playoff, I'm like, what? We just getting it started though. Like we it's just getting real right now.
This ain't the Carmelo Anthony.
Steve Nash won back-to-back MVPs and do a lick in the playoffs. Meanwhile, people like Kobe won. Those other players won. They did their thing. So it's always cute when you're getting it cracking, but when it gets real gutter, that's when it matters to me. When you're flying down playing this trophy, this cup in 3 different countries, finally lands in Brazil, the opportune moment for you. You come in this game and you got Otamendi, who's the defender for Benfica now, off the planet, still D'ing y'all up. It doesn't work like this. And you watch. I know it's a different tournament, but you watch Brazil Olympic team, and then they're playing, of course, similar level competition because they're not all great players, but there's so much more of a free flowing movement style in the way the players are playing. You watch it what you watch Brazil with Neymar, it's good, but when the problem with Brazil, when they're down, they just start feeding Neymar a lot. They feed him a lot. And it always reminds me of like those like Kobe days. I'm like, you're just feeding, and no one else is stepping up and balling out. Remember the days of Coutinho? Nothing, just a ghost. People being ghosts out there. Douglas Costa, without Neymar, looking like a savage out there. Neymar on the field, don't even know he's there anymore. It's just, that's a problem I think I have with him. Is just that you're the best player in the world like 95% of the time. And then the 5% is the time we need you to be the best player in the world. It's either injured or you're on WhatsApp wilding out, or you're not on that, or you're hurt, or like you're trying a lot, but like it's like something happens where they focus fire you and you can't get it cracking anymore. And people around you can't get it cracking because maybe they're still kind of thinking in the background, like, oh, I probably got to get back on the ball. I got to get him back the ball. Like, it's Neymar, it's our captain, like that kind of stuff. So it's tough. It's unfair also because it's like, I can't put that on him because it's like, what? Like the only way he proves it is if he actually goes through the 45 people and scores it. That no, like other people don't have that. But like for example, Bam, Mbappe doesn't have that pressure on France. They don't just keep feeding Mbappe the ball until they win. Everybody's getting rotational feed out there, right? Like it's kind of, his situation is different. He's the only kind of player other than Messi left in the world. I guess Ronaldo too, but Ronaldo already accomplished everything. I don't count him anymore. He's already did it. He already did above and beyond. Before Messi won this, the last player now left really to kind of has that country on his back is Neymar. He's the last country on my back dude left.
Okay, but this is the thing though. With Neymar, when you're a leader, yeah, you can keep feeding Neymar. And if it's not working, the leader says, let's do something different. And Neymar has that capability to say, okay, like, look, let's not just keep giving me the ball because
use me as a decoy, etc.
Or just let's just play football instead of just giving me the ball and I'm gonna go run around and try to do something, because that's not real football, dude. Like, let's be real. The leader says, like, okay, you know what? Let's do something different. I'm not trying to make this about myself necessarily, but we used to play them football tournaments in San Diego. They were a big deal. I seen somebody's knee come out the socket, all kinds of crazy stuff. I would play quarterback on my team, but one year we're playing, I'm like, you know what? If I play quarterback, like, that's okay, but our offensive line sucks. I'm just gonna go play offensive line, and I told one of the dudes, like, look, can you throw the ball? Can you throw a 15-yard out? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, we'll be fine. And we won the trophy. Not that I'm like, some super duper amazing or that you're listening, but but the leader,
I'm not gonna give you that. Go ahead.
The leader of the team is not just somebody who's the best player. The leader of the team is like, let's do what we can to win. And I just, and the thing that I'm being unfair to Neymar is I know it wasn't just his decision for Messi to come there. I think that was the only team Messi could go to that could afford his wages, really. But although the PSG talk people are saying, like, he could have gone anywhere, he chose to come to PSG. I don't really agree.
My ass.
Yeah, I don't really agree with that. I think Messi was scared to go to EPL to keep it a stack. But there's a part of me that's like, dog, like, don't you want to do it? Like, don't you want to do it?
Bam, dog. This is what I've accepted. You're talking in that same 2018 Neymar that we had a whole video on that actually came up in my Facebook memories, a video of us discussing when he made his big announcement, why he's leaving, him crying, talking about why he's leaving Barcelona. It was a moment. It's a great point there in the comment section. That's all gone out the window. I've come to accept Neymar for who he is. And there's moments, and honestly, all the time, pretty much, he's, if not the best player in the world, he's one of the best players in the world.
Oh, yeah.
But sure, not everybody's perfect, and he has a lot of imperfections that I think stifle him accomplishing being one of the best players of all time, being a new Ronaldinho, being the face of Brazil that everybody wants him to be, not just who he is. Like, he is who he is, but there's an idea of what Brazil was looking at when he's going to pass Pele's record, when he first got that call up, when everybody was screaming that he should have went to the 2010 World Cup, even though he was 17. They were screaming about him going. They wanted him to be that guy. So he's always going to have this roadblock. I gave him that chance, and I said, you know what? He wants to get out that shadow, damn it. Like, me and Bam watched him put in, what was it? 55% of goals on a right foot, 45% of goals left foot, playing incredible. When Barcelona gave up, when Messi gave up, when all those players gave up, Neymar was going in, dog. He was pushing headband Neymar, goated, undefeated headband Neymar. He went to PSG, try, fail. Now, Messi becomes offered up. I don't know how the process goes. It's hard to be like, nah, I don't want him here. That's kind of crazy. It's his friend. Ben hates other friends, but he's be like, that's my dog. Bring him back. Let's go. Like, it'd be great to have him here. Blah, blah, blah. Like, but the competitive side in me looks at that and is like, damn, dog. Like, when you make that move to PSG, you kind of put a middle finger to the soccer world. You said, I know y'all want me to go to Man U, but I'm paving my way. I'm going to do what I want. We sat here and defended him. We were like, y'all are just hating on Legum, but that's a legit move. Like, good for him. Like, he's carving his own path. We're gonna look back and be like, well, damn, he didn't just go to Man City. Like, he went to a new place, and now look at PSG. It's an attractive location because of him. Messi would have never went to PSG today if it wasn't for Neymar being there first. He would have never went, dog.
Probably not. Yeah.
No, that's there because of him. Like, the Jordan jerseys, all that. It's all because of him. Like their whole rebranding is all Neymar.
For sure.
Granted, Neymar's Puma now, but you get it. Like he brought that youth swagger to them.
Yes.
The problem though is that real part of me in my heart, that what made me want to be an athlete growing up, Neymar kind of steps on all that, and him, even he didn't make the transfer happen, but he's a part of it, right? Like, is his best friend. Your best friend is the best player in the world, dog. Like, if this, okay, let's say me and Bam are both best players in the world and we're best friends. Unless I'm like older, I don't really want to be on the same team as him, because like it's a really good feeling going out there and going against like your dog and like seeing each other. But hey, man, I see y'all up to play together. That's cute, but it's like we'll have time to do that. Like they can link up, they can link up anytime. But like right now, yeah, maybe not for Messi, but like for Neymar, no, dog. Like, damn it, you just were there like 2 years ago. You sniffed it, dude. You sniffed it, And it just leaves that taste in my mouth where it's like, once again, God, Neymar, like you do so much to make me like think about like, he's coming back. I almost followed him again on Instagram. I'm almost coming back. I'm almost gonna come back. And then this move, I'm like, I'll just look at it through PSG's page. I'm okay, dog. I don't need to see this.
And honestly, like the part of me that's like hates that he be holding is like my love for Brazil too.
Yeah, and honestly, like, and like I said, it's also my, and also yeah, because he loves Bolsonaro is also whack too. But also because like I do have an affection for him, as like I looked up. Me and him are similar age. That was the player I watched. Other than Ronaldo, I was watching like crazy. Like I used to make my timelines as a kid according to him. Like, oh damn, like Neymar's this old. Okay, like wow, that's crazy. Like even though we're worlds and things apart, but it's crazy. Like
you're much cooler than him.
That's what makes me disappointed. It's like damn, like man, it just even if he wins everything, he's never gonna get the full love. Because what are we gonna say? Well, damn dog, the whole planet is on your team.
Dog, like
Messi, Sergio Ramos, my papa, you better fucking win.
Like honestly, like
it's a lose-lose for him, Bam. It's a lose-lose.
Oh yeah, like honestly, like that part of me that's like has love for Brazil and has like contempt for Argentina is like, damn dog, like for real, like that can be like your homie. Like they're all cool with each other. Like all these soccer players. I remember seeing remember when they were going to do a La Liga match in Miami and all the players in La Liga were like boycotting it? I seen some meeting and it was like Sergio Ramos and Busquets, all the bars. They were all buddies, dude. Like all the athletic people.
These guys play on the world. These guys have played multiple World Cups together. That joint is just on the field.
Yeah, all these players are cool with each other. Like no matter what, I don't expect that to be like your eternal enemy, obviously.
Nah.
But like to be like holding that hard, I'm like, dog, he's from Argentina, dude. Like that can be your boy, like cool, but like, damn, dog, like just like you said. Now, if PSG goes on to win the Champions League, that's gonna be Messi's trophy. It's gonna be like, yeah, Neymar couldn't get it done. He needed Messi to do it, and that like hurts my black pride too. Like,
Bam, would you have ever thought in a million years
you gonna let this little white boy, goddamn?
Bam, think about this. Would you ever thought in a million years that the only way Neymar wins 2 Champions League trophies on 2 teams is if Messi does it too with him at 33? I don't know that Messi probably lying about his age. I don't know what the hell age that kid is, man. Sometimes I think he's 40. I don't know what's going on here. I saw him doing them drills. I'm like, looking slow. Anyway, so just know I'm practice fiend. Your boy is subscribed to them PSG practices. I'm kind of locked in now, dog. Don't play with me.
Caesar, trust me. PSG.
I'm practice scout master.
Caesar, trust me. You're not gonna see much on there. Trust me. They're so lame. They're so lame. You just do rondos and drills.
This is so off. I don't care. I'm gonna say real quick. I want to further give Bam props for saying teams don't practice full field practices. My boy Iñaki posted an entire video of Babal's practice, which was unshareable. I couldn't share it to Bam. So it was locked into a story, and they still couldn't go the full field. They went penalty box to penalty box. I was screaming. I'm like, you couldn't go back 15 yards?
Okay.
You couldn't do 15 yards.
Okay, but honestly, when I saw that, I was shocked. I was like, that's a pretty big field.
But that's the biggest field you've ever seen, but it still didn't hit Bam's number. It still wasn't post to post. It was penalty box to penalty box end, which is more than any Real Madrid practice in history. Real Madrid practice, they barely use real goals. They use the mini goals and 2 goalies 4 feet apart. But Caesar, yeah, I was like, damn, dog. Like,
Caesar, I seen PSG practicing the other day. They had the big goal, okay? Literally, the field is so small. It's like they're giving.
I don't know why they do that.
They're giving, like, the goalie is giving the ball to Kimpembe. Kimpembe's taking like one step and shooting it, and I'm like, dog, like, how does this make you better? Like, how? I'm like, this field is literally 20 yards, dude. Like,
just know, as a true scout at heart that never got his shine to scout.
Yeah,
I'm a freak about watching practice, and it's a problem. I enjoy practice more than actually watching full games. I love watching a practice.
Me too.
I love seeing a player warm up. I used to love watching training. I just love that stuff. When I was practicing as a player in soccer, I used to like watching other practices around me, seeing how people get going, seeing athletes. It's just fun. I like seeing talent and skill. So when I watched that PSG practice where Neymar first came back from that weird knee injury he had, he was just murdering everybody. They had the big posts, and they were like at least just 15 yards between each other. I'm like, dog, you're just running up and down, booming shots. Like, this never happens in the game. Like, you're never gonna get your lungs under you. You're never. It just no. Like, it just. See, I hate those. I hate those practices.
You know what? Also, I'm like, that's not fair to the goalie, dude. Like,
yeah, but the goalie just gets thwacked, dog.
They're like scoring on the goal. I'm like, dog, like, Caesar, you remember what I said? I forgot when I said this, but I feel like they should say who's going to take the penalties. Do like best of 10 against 2 goalies. They're doing this drill when it's a 20-yard field. Literally, Kimpembe is over here making shots. I'm like, can you put 2 goalies at least? Like, let it be like actually like you earned it if it's 20 yards. Because then, yeah, it makes it a lot harder to score. But when you score, it's like, okay, yeah, those are actually a good shot. Not some shot that goddamn Presnell Kimpembe can put in a net.
I'm like, damn, well, you just sub in Hesse and he's doing the same damn thing. I don't give a damn.
No, anybody can do that. Anybody can score that.
I want a big snitching on Neymar right now. I'm not going to comment this on stream. Big snitching on him being at Carnival with that fake knee injury. Anyways, no comment. So yeah, we also every Brazilian saw that video of knee injury Neymar partying in Salvador. Anyway, so
it's Central Coastal Brazil.
It's not. It's the Northeast, sir. How dare you? Please stop. Anyways, yeah, it's just another example, and it's unfair for me to even put that on him, but just me who watched him play, I don't do this as in he's an idol. I do this because I care about his career as much as I enjoy watching it. I have some semblance of pride in his career as one of the best players in the world, and being a black athlete from South America, from Brazil. Like, you think about who's next. I don't know who's next after Neymar. So it's a big deal. We always think about who's next from Brazil. It could be Vinny. It could be Rodrigo. Who knows? Someone could just become that guy. But Neymar is that guy still. He's still the face of the team. And to see this being the route, it's just corny to me. And it sucks because Neymar's, I think, just turned 29 or turning 29 this year. I think he's turning
30 next year.
He's turning 30 in February. He's born in 92, February 10th or something like that. So he's turning 30 in February. Dog, we coming up to it. So it's just like, what, 4 more years and not going to play a Flamingo? This how you want to flame out, Chief? Like, that's really whack.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like,
it sucks. It sucks.
I'm glad I got this off my chest.
Yeah, I feel better now. I feel like it's been sitting there for a while.
Yeah. And you was trying to play me out like, oh, why you go so hard, Neymar? Trying to forget that Copa America.
Honestly, dog, I almost forgot the Copa America happened until you brought it up right now. Like, I don't like talking about that. Like, the Olympics made me feel a little better.
And honestly, like, I remember when you said, like, you don't want to talk about it, I was like, I can feel how serious that is from him. So we're not going to talk about it. But even for me, like, I was disappointed that Brazil lost, because I'm like, well, damn, dog, like, 2019, Neymar got hurt and they won. and I know he wanted them to lose without him. But damn, dog, you was here. Did you? As Caesar be saying nowadays, did you throw for Messi?
Did you robo skesket for Messi? Is that what happened? Did you robo skesket? I think he robo skesket.
Neymar might have been said, if not be you, then tell me who.
Yeah, because the worst part is like a lot of Brazilians don't care anymore. Like a lot of Brazilians have given up on Neymar a long time ago. They think he's just like this rich, pompous jerk now, and they're just over it. He's not like the golden child of Brazil anymore. And Brazil likes making that star player like their baby, like their idol, their son. Like they really want to idolize the star player for their team. They don't do that with him. He's done a lot to just assassinate that image himself because he probably doesn't want to. That's just not who he is. But watching that Copa America, it just sucked that out of all the teams, it had to be Argentina. Of all the teams, it had to be Messi, who, unlike Neymar and other players, left his team high and dry a previous Copa America, came back and like made the war. Your best friend honestly has been the worst example of a teammate in history. Like one of the worst examples, like in terms of the biggest player, star player in the world. He's left teams. He's came back. He's made formations that makes you just destroy an entire team. It's just a bad example in general. So he wins it. And then people forget about this because they're not, maybe Europe doesn't talk about this. I still care about this because I still have that old school love for it. To let Argentina win the World Cup on Brazilian soil. I mean, the Copa America on Brazilian soil. That out of everything that sucked to me, that was the biggest dagger. And then I'm watching this fool, all these Bleacher Report videos, him hugging up on Messi. You know what I tell Messi? You my dog. I'll get back to you later. This meant a lot to me. This was everything I waited for. You know, I lost the World Cup here. I got injured because of a damn assassination attempt on my back. And when I was wearing my Speedos under, I got assassinated for that fake injury in 2002. Bam called it a fake injury that he got. Bam said it was a fake injury. I don't know if it was fake, but it was definitely two knees to the back, like a WWE move.
Backs are strong, dude. You're fine.
Bam is definitely a mean person. But he went down then. He's had injuries in other tournaments. We're back in Brazil in terrible circumstances. Honestly, Brazil, one of the countries that got hit the hardest because of the World Cup. My cousin is just now been able to get a vaccine now in Brazil. And I've had a vaccine coming up on 6 months. I've had a vaccine done almost. Like I've had a vaccine for a long time here in America. It would have been a nice story to tell that like they got that. They got the win. Something nice to give them. You know, Neymar said, I know y'all did it without me last time, but here, I'm going to give this back too. Y'all can do it with me too. And that all didn't happen. You know, they lost. And that's what sucked. It hurt my heart when Brazil lost. Other people didn't care. I cared. It really hit. It dug deep. Thank God we didn't do an episode.
I mean, hey, dog, like it. Oh, also about Messi. Messi ruined the team, and he also forced Barcelona to keep Luis Suarez there for 2 years after he should have left, and then they end up losing 8-2 because of that. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, yo. But I feel like Neymar, like at this point, I don't like maybe, you know, the thing that could restore his legacy is if, you know, if they don't win Champions League this year, Messi leaves and then they win Champions League next year, you know, or if he wins the World Cup 2022. There's a World Cup next year. So, you know, if they win the World Cup next year, that'll be cool. You know, I mean, I guess that'll restore his legacy in some regard. I mean, yeah, that'll restore his legacy. Hopefully the pandemic's pretty much over by then, or who knows, we'll all just have grown horns or something. But yeah, once again, this was very therapeutic for your boy.
Me too.
You know, I needed this. I needed to see Caesar wearing a shirt that looks like the rag I washed my car with.
Come on, dog. Damn, stop shooting on me, man. It's a good shirt.
Oh, Stream season. Once these people getting this stream, you know, Stream C showing up.
No. But you, I didn't let you from the beginning shoot on this shirt.
You know, Stream sees that smile come out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, We Made It podcast episode 215. Make sure you go. I mean, ain't nobody listening at this point. If they're still, anybody who started on the rant, they're too mad now to continue. So we made a podcast, episode 215. Stick around on the stream right now because we're going to talk about Frosty the Snowman getting shot in Inglewood. Holler.